I'm here because we believe in democracy. Everyone's voice matters, but I am speaking now. I am speaking now. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking.
Uh-oh, Kamala Harris had her "a black woman is talking" moment at her rally today, and it's going viral all over the internet, a rally in Wisconsin, that is. And of course, she's being busted and called out by paying content creators, offering large sums of money for people who are completely apolitical to pretend they like Kamala Harris. It's called the Kamala Nomenon for a reason. It's fake. You keep seeing Predict It and Polymarket say, oh my God, the Kamala Nomenon is real. Look how close they're getting. Do you know why that is? It's content. It gets you to go to their website and see how it's going today. If it was Trump in a blowout, you wouldn't be checking Predict It every day, would you? You wouldn't be checking Polymarket every day, would you? You wouldn't be checking Real Clear Polling every day, would you? Even though most of the polls that Real Clear Polling are putting up and including in their aggregate poll numbers are absolutely absurd. Oh, 1,000 people who were already 60% Democrat picked Kamala Harris +2. Kamala Harris +2. That's the latest YouGov poll. Polls are irrelevant. Have we all forgot 2016? Even more so now. Polls are content. That's what they are. That's why they're everywhere, all over the internet. Polls are content. So a poll comes out, the poll website gets traffic. Then all the rag websites like CNN and New York Post and all this stuff get to write articles and say, oh my God, shocking new poll has Kamala Harris up in this swing state. Click to know more. And then you look and it's some random poll of 800 people who are registered voters, and 60% of them were registered Democrats, and for some reason Kamala Harris won the poll. That's literally the latest YouGov poll, okay? That's what this is. It is like, I'm not saying that Kamala Harris isn't gaining ground, because she is, and I'm not saying that nobody's going to vote for her, because they will. What I'm saying is never more than right now have polls mattered less. Here's Kamala's rally in Detroit, Michigan.
Correct. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking. Correct.
A black woman is speaking. A woman is speaking. Now, I don't know what the audience was saying. If it was Detroit, Michigan, I'm going to suspect it has something to do with being anti-Israel or some Israel-Palestine stuff. Same vibes as this clip.
I'm so glad we went through a little history lesson. Let's do that a little more. In 1864...
Well, I'd like you to answer the question.
Mr.
Yes.
Vice President, I'm
Please.
speaking.
Very
I'm
fast.
speaking. Okay.
A woman is speaking. A woman is speaking, everybody. By the way, as previously reported, the Kamala Harris campaign has been paying influencers to post on behalf of the Harris campaign. This isn't quite the gotcha that Republicans think it is. If you don't think that Republicans aren't paying for people to post, I don't know what you're thinking. I can tell you this. They shouldn't have. They should be. If Donald Trump isn't paying everybody willing to post positively about him on social media, then what is he doing? What's the point of having a war chest if you can't do it? If you're not using it? The Harris campaign has become so desperate that they're now reaching out to conservative influencers to pay them for posts to promote Harris. Check out this email I just received trying to pay me promoting the Harris campaign. Hi, Alex. It's so exciting to hear that you're interested in the campaign. So this is fake news. Alex Stone, you emailed them. All right. So again, this is monetized Twitter. 2,500 people don't read the first link, you obviously signed up for it. But anyway, I have the campaign sign-up link ready to go. Here you can go make an account and apply for the campaign. From there, our team will review your application and approve it shortly thereafter so you can access the creative brief. This information explains exactly what we're looking for in terms of the 3 submissions. We're offering $150 over a series of 3 posts. We're asking you to share what you admire about the Biden-Harris administration, what initiatives you support. How could you say what initiatives you support? How can you say what Kamala Harris initiatives you support when she doesn't have any? Kamala Harris has 0 platforms or positions to support. So how can I even do that? And with Biden's endorsement, why she's the best candidate for the job. Let me know if you have any questions. Of course, the king fraud grifter Charlemagne the God, the manlet, even gets mad at Kamala Harris.
Kai, hit me and tell me who sent you that text, man. Because whoever on Vice President Kamala Harris' team hit Kai Cenat to do a live stream, they need to be fired. Okay, stop letting social media run her campaign. You saw Trump go on Aiden Ross, and you saw the attention that garnered. You saw the headlines that got. You saw social media start saying the vice president needs to go on Kai Cenat, and you ran to go make that happen. Not even stopping to think, is this organic? Does Kai Cenat even care about politics?
Do you think Aiden Ross cares about politics? No. But Donald Trump got $5 million in free advertising by going on that stream. That's why I continue to tell people that Donald Trump should fly in the top 50 streamers on Earth and stream with every one of them in between golf rounds in Mar-a-Lago. This is exactly what Trump should be doing. He should be, because when Trump goes off script, he's relatable and he's likable. When Kamala Harris goes off script, she says, "I'm talking here."
You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that. Otherwise, I'm speaking.
That's what happens when Kamala Harris goes off script.
You know why?
Does he even know anything about it? Have questions? He might be supportive of Trump. We don't know.
No, he's not supportive of Trump. Cut it out.
You don't know who he supports.
I know he don't.
Yeah, Charlemagne the God. In Charlemagne the God's mind, no black man could ever support Donald Trump. That's why he reacted that way. It's not because Charlemagne the God knows Kai Cenat. It's because in his mind, no black man could ever support Donald Trump.
Don't support no Trump. You know why the Trump Aiden Ross scream worked? Because Aiden Ross had real interest in Donald Trump. And I do believe politicians should absolutely meet people where they are, but it still has to make sense. Let it be something organic. There is a lot of places the VP can go to get in front of a younger audience. There are influencers, Kai, age, you know.
Name 3. Name 3, Charlemagne, that are this popular with Gen Z. Name 2. Kai Cenat is one of the top 3 streamers in the world. All right? One of the top 3 streamers in the world. Kevin Hart goes on his streams. All right? Charlemagne the God is worried that if Kamala Harris goes on that stream, people are going to see that she's so unlikable.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm all for meeting people where they are, but it also has to make sense.
But Kai Cenat has never even, I've never heard Kai Cenat mention politics one time. Not even talk about it at all.
No.
So we don't know what his interests are, what he cares about, what he likes. Not at all. We know he's the biggest streamer, but besides that, he's never mentioned politics.
If the vice president,
because you know why he's the biggest streamer in the world right now, one of the biggest streamers, at least in America, it's because he doesn't talk about politics. It's because he's literally streaming in a U-Haul truck, it would appear. I don't know if this is a set or what the situation is. Okay, but he's one of the biggest, if not the biggest streamers in the world. You know why? It's because he plays video games and he doesn't talk politics. And you know what Charlemagne the God is really afraid to admit is that black men love Trump. Donald Trump will have more votes from the black community in 2024 than any Republicans ever gotten before. Period. Streamer Kai Cenat claims he's been approached about collaborating with Kamala Harris after Donald Trump's video with Aiden Ross. By the way, as the kids would say, this is probably cap. There's been no official, reach out, no official communication from the Kamala Harris camp that says, hey, we want to stream with Kai Cenat. There's been no proof that they've reached out to him other than Kai simply creating a headline by saying, I can't play his clip because he swears every other word. I try to keep my show somewhat family friendly unless it's coming out of my mouth. I've got the Secret Service calling me 5 times and I don't know anything about politics. I don't know nothing, he shouted while banging his fist against the table. Kamala Harris begging him to be on his show. I don't believe this is true. I don't believe it's true. You want to know why? It's because I know what you know and what Democrats know. And that is that Kamala Harris is one of the most unlikable broads on the planet when off script. It's not even close. One of the most unlikable humans on the planet. You think she's going to go to Kai Cenat's house and chop it up with him? Will she tell him the story about how she's just as black as he is because one time they made just so many collard greens, they had to make them in the bathtub? I'd be willing to bet you money that Kamala Harris has never even had collard greens outside of photo ops. All right? So I don't even necessarily believe that she even asked him, but we do know that she's desperately paying people. Every Republican on social media should be signing up for this, says the Quartering. Let's win this, Kamala. 4 years ago, we stood together and did it as one nation. You can upload a video, an image, and an Instagram, and you must be a Democrat, and they will pay you $250. This is what I'm telling you. The Kamala nomenon is fake. It's all bought and paid for. Can they continue to pay for it for the next 90 days? That's a question worth asking. Do I think Trump should counter this? Yes, I do. I think Trump should be flying down every streamer who has more than 10,000 concurrents and who has a demographic of an audience of the voting age, and he should be himself and win the votes. That's what I think. This is one thing that Republicans do all the time, and it's why they lose. One of Trump's biggest gaffes during his election run in 2020 was telling Americans to wait in line on the poll day just so the machines could coincidentally break and not count their votes. Instead of whining and complaining that Democrats were harvesting ballots, the Republicans should have been out there working twice as hard. That's the way the game is played. You can win or you can lose and tell your kids about more principles. I prefer to win. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, wherever you're watching, please do follow the channel. I'm live every single day, Monday through Friday at 1 Eastern, and the occasional late night stream.